But Timmy Mitchell's out in front. Timmy Mitchell's out in front.
It took a minute, now and then, never right away. When they get hard in the kitchen, you decide to stay. That's how the winners made. Stick a fork in the hater on my dinner plate. I walk into the fire like it's just a bit of flame. I switch my style up, what's the money fire? I'm like, yeah, rich or die trying, want me switch lanes. I'm always getting better, I'ma be on fifth place. On this one, they go for the next. So it's like a first time.
Takes the white flag, one lap remaining here at the Rock. He is going to make his way on the turn 4 and come to the checkered flag. Hunter Peach wins the fast lane 175 at Rock.
Great lift from the back. There's Boston and Vegas. Who's it going to be? Ratchet, John Parker around. It's going to be Ruiz winning the race.
Here out front, he is on third for checkered flag waving. John Parker back in the win column. 2-3-4 for the final time. Nick Hapiak off of turn 4. Just a few more feet, and Nick Hapiak will be your champion for the 4th time in the NAOR D99 Cup Series.
This is the NAOR iRacing Series.
Welcome to Darlington, South Carolina, here to the Darlington Raceway, also known as the Lady in Black, for the NAOR Cup Series. We're down to the penultimate race of the regular season, and that next week we'll crown a regular season champion. But tonight we got one more race to get through. Who can tame the Lady in Black at the track too tough to tame, as qualifying just getting underway as well. The second round of qualifying getting underway. The top 10 going to try and improve their lap time to get on tonight's pole. So we'll see where everyone's like at. Currently on the top of the board, it is Jonathan Parker with a 28.897 over Mark Kiss with a 28.910. So about 200ths of a second gap there. Well, about 100. That well, 200, 1 to 200s there. But qualifying getting underway as you get a couple drivers starting their first laps now, but it'll probably take a couple laps for those tires to heat up and get up to temperature. Also with dirty air as well, I think that will probably be a bad factor, especially as you see on board here with Cole Snyder. He's right behind Kyle Taub there. Getting that dirty air, it seems very tight. Gets up on the wall there in 3 and 4. A little bit of haul ride action there. But so far, he crosses the line with a 29.149 there, so a little bit slower.
Yeah, it's gonna be definitely on the top side here at Darlington, or 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It's kind of what you see in real life. Kind of the bottom and 2, top and 1, top and 3 and 4. So we'll see how close to the wall these drivers can get without actually hitting it. In the race, you know, it doesn't matter too much if you hit it, but in qualifying, if you hit it, your lap time is basically deleted.
Yeah, especially you don't want to over push it, hit the wall there, and lose your lap time. But overall,
yeah, right there, Snyder just went about 10th quicker, but his lap time was deleted. So
yeah, getting in a wall in 3 and 4. Honestly, it might kind of help you a little bit sometimes in this car. Sometimes you can get it pretty tight. You kind of bounce it off the wall, just slam it back on the gas and get down off the corner. It's a little bit faster. We're on here with Jonathan Parker on his fast lap. Drives in it deep, stays closer towards the bottom, tries to wrap the white line there. See if he picks up any time. But Michael Kruger to the top of the board with a 28.892.
Parker
Jonathan Parker slower that time by.
As in Nick
Nick
Hapiak
Hapiak also faster as well.
Track is getting a little quicker here now, as Parker was very close to beating his lap time. He's 0.04 of a second off of his fastest lap time last time by. So track is speeding up a little bit here late in the session.
We'll see down the front straight away. Jonathan Parker going to start a better lap. We'll see if he gets going. Down in turn one, he's going to put it all the way down to that white line.
Kruger goes even faster.
A 28.872, so Parker needs to pick up about 200ths of a second.
Yeah, he has 2 minutes left, so plenty of laps to do, about 3 or 4 laps or so.
Pretty low there. It looks like a pretty good lap. We'll see if it's enough coming across the line. 27, 28,
He went quicker,
24.
but Kruger goes way quicker. Almost a 28.8 flat.
8.13 for
Wow.
Kruger.
He really found some speed here.
So this tire's starting to come into play. I think probably for some of these guys who've been up there for 4 or 5 laps, you might want to try and reset. As you saw Kruger there, you might try and reset, try and get some fresh tires, and maybe put 1 or 2 quick ones down before the time is up. But Parker's staying out of the racetrack. That time by at 8.53. Now he's at
Hunter Peach goes pole.
Hunter Peach to the top, 791. Last week's winner of Hunter Peach. He's looking to start this week off right with the pole. So far, oh, he's gonna get into the wall there in 3 and 4. That's gonna hurt him.
Can anyone go?
See if anyone else. There's Michael Kruger. We'll see if he can get that lap time back. 50 seconds left. He's got about 2 laps to set.
You have the extra time in qualifying.
Oh, he gets the wall there in 1 and 2,
That's
getting
going to
tight.
invalidate his lap, so he's got 1 more chance. He has to reset
hard
quickly.
on the wall there, so that's going to be his
it's gonna
qualifying
be
over.
Jonathan Parker. Nick Hapiak also pretty quick. He's on the racetrack still. So Peach is out. Kruger is out.
Hapiak out turn 4. Hapiak has a chance. 2 more laps. Well, 1 more lap here. This could be his last lap.
Here comes Parker. Also off for turn 2 right now. He's a little bit ahead of Hapiak. This is also going to be his final lap too.
He might be able to get it back if he's quick enough.
Don't believe he will. It's going to be really close, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it.
Clock
Clock runs out.
Expired.
Can you do it here?
Jonathan Parker,
Does not.
is it enough? Not enough. Hapiak.
Not
Nowhere
enough.
there.
Wow,
So
what a
Hunter
pull.
Peach going to hold on to the top of the board.
What a
No one
lap
else on
time
the
there.
racetrack.
Hunter
Actually,
Peach.
Kyle Tobin's on the racetrack. I don't know if he's tracking anything good. Yeah, he
Stays
backs off
ninth.
right off the turn 4. So Hunter Peach will be our pole sitter for tonight's race.
Yeah, like you said, one last week at Charlotte and good sun pole here in Darlington. Track position can be very important here in the Lady in Black. So we'll see what happens during the first opening stage here. That's gonna be really interesting to see how it plays out. Tire wear also get play factor in tonight at Darlington. Very high degradation at this racetrack.
Yeah, tires will be a big importance tonight, but we'll see if 2 tires can play a factor. 2 tires, we've seen it work a lot so far this season. We saw it happen at Pocono, saw it happen at Dover a little bit in the first stages. 2 tires can work out for a little bit. We'll have to see if that's going to be a factor tonight. But meanwhile, we're recruiting up here for tonight's NJB Designs Darlington 164. Let's take a look at our starting grid for tonight's race. Starting on the poles, you just saw the 20 machine of Hunter Peach takes the pole after taking the win last week. Michael Kruger will start alongside him in second. Starting at P number 3 will be Jonathan Parker, and alongside him will be the 6th car of Nick Hapiak. Running our top 5 will be the 15 of Martin Chisselweather, and Cole Steiner will start alongside him in the 6th place position. Zach Meredith will start 7th, so Stephen Maggio will start 8th. 9th will be that 16 of Kyle Taub, and 02 of Trey Burns will start 10th. Starting 11th will be the 23 of Jose Ruiz, and Josh Arnold will be to his outside. As Giovanni Klein will start P13, and John Osborne will start 14th alongside him. Donnie Kite will start 15th, and the 14 of Nathan Leon will start 16th. 17th will be the 47 of Brett Bennett. In the 18th position, it will be the 36 of Justin Wemby. 19th will be the 99 of Dylan Chappell, and rounding out our 20 car field for tonight will be the 71 machine of Mike Campbell. Mike Campbell not setting a qualifying time, so that may have been a penalty from last week. Not entirely sure. Actually, it was not, so no penalties there. Okay, so Mike just did not set a lap time there during that caution. During that, well, not caution. During the entire qualifying. But he'll start from the back tonight. So we'll have 2 pace laps tonight. 2 stages, lap 20 and lap 45, as of always. Just like last week we saw at Charlotte. It'll be similar length of race, so similar lap times compared to Charlotte. Maybe a couple seconds quicker per lap here, but also probably more incident prone race here as well. So we'll see if we have a lot of incidents tonight. Hopefully not. We'll have a nice, great race. I mean, last week was a really great race. We saw a lot of strategies come into play, and it came down to multiple tire strategy at the end of it, and it came down to a photo finish between Hunter Peach, Hunter Peach picking up the win last week, and tonight he's going to start on the pole. So starting where he finished last week.
Yeah, and I think track position, I said earlier, track is going to be very important here. Darlington, not the easiest place to pass. You can definitely make some moves once his tires start wearing out, but track position is going to be really important. I think the outside lane is going to be definitely in the lane to be, if you want to make passes and also defend your position.
Yeah, typically the outside lane in 3 and 4 very good to pass, but it's going to be a little bit harder on your tires, and your tires are not going to really like you that much if you do it that way. But the outside will be really good to pass up there in 3 and 4. It's going to be really hard to get a pass done in 1 and 2. If you can get that pass done in 1 and 2, I applaud you all night long. That would be very, very hard to get it done in 1 and 2 unless they just let you go. Then you can get down, but get in there and get the move done going into 1. But could see an incident happen if someone tries to go side by side into turn 1 and 2. It'd be a tough one, tough way to get around there.
Yeah, I think tire strategy could be also pretty important here tonight. Darlington known for how abrasive it is on these tires, so these truck lights are off. We're going green this time.
Yeah, we could also see a couple 2-tire calls, but we'll have to see what the strategy is after stage 1. Today's car going to take that hard left turn onto pit road. We're going to work our way down to the Geico restart zone right here on the front straightaway off of turn number 4. And Hunter Peach going to get in the restart zone. We are on the way for the NJB Designs Darlington 164. Still side by side for lead as they enter turn 3, but now Peach finally clears Kruger going out in the turn number 3 and 4. Side by side for third here, still between Hapiak and Parker as they complete the first lap. Kissweather still side by side with Maggio there in about 6th. Everyone quickly single files out, rips it right against the wall in 1 and 2. Most of the single file on the outside lane. Get a couple side by side there. Jonathan Parker and Cole Snyder battling for 4th. Cole Snyder drives it in through the bottom to clear Parker, but Parker's going to try the crossover off of turn 4. Just stay side by side, and we'll see if they can try and if Parker will stick it on the bottom in 1 and 2. Yes, he will. See if he can still hold it. Jonathan Parker perfect on the bottom so far in 1 and 2, but
Snyder
to rock it off, but Snyder hard to the wall. Gonna get into the Parker. Parker go way down the racetrack, almost into the inside wall, keeps it together. But they're gonna be 3 wide there for a second, but that's gonna lose multiple spots. That puts Zachary Meredith up into 4th, still into the wall there is Cole Snyder. He had a huge hit off of turn number 2.
He might have some major damage.
Tire.
Looks like he has a broken tire or something completely wrong with that race car. Looks like he cannot turn these through right middle. Not going to work out probably here as he's asking to go really slow. Oh, no! That caused a big one!
Brett Bennett goes
Oh,
around.
man.
Jose Ruiz, and that's going to bring out our first caution of the night.
Wow.
As I think, I'm not sure what happened. I don't see a broken toe link for Snyder, but he's definitely got huge damage. That was a huge hit there, and
I think it might have steering damage. Let's go. I mean, definitely sounds like he has a broken tie rod or a broken. Yeah, his left front is broken.
So interesting. So the left front broke after he hit the right front. So he broke the left front when he hit with.
Let's just take a whole look
Parker.
at this back all the way. It's kind of just started all the way off of turn 4, really. Crossover move by Parker. Great move by him. He tried to stick it, though. It didn't work out too well for him.
Yeah, Parker down to the inside, tries to stick it to the bottom. It does a great job gassing up here through the center, staying alongside. Gonna be able to point it back down, but Cole Steiner gasses up through the center, trying to get the run, gets into the wall, tags Parker, and that breaks the left front toe link. Yeah, that's honestly kind of odd. That breaks the left front toe link. You think the right front would be broken there. But you see the left front toe link, you see the wheels starting to kind of rotate a little bit slower. He's stuck behind, slowing up the rest of the field here. They're going to be stuck 3 wide. And then you'll see Brett Bennett really nowhere to go. Snyder's just trying to get out of the way. And then Bennett gets really loose after hitting him and overcorrects hard on the 23 of Jose Ruiz. And Ruiz goes around and heavy back end damage that 23 car.
I mean, Brett Bennett barely got any loose there, and just, yeah, pretty big overcorrect there in the turn 1, turn 2 area. Only 2 cars involved in that one, really, and Cole Steiner's race is going to be done. Brett Bennett's and Jose Ruiz's race is probably going to be done too for tonight.
Yeah, Cole Steiner will be done. He's broken that left front tire, and as of recent updates here in iRacing, the broken toe link will be your night over, so he cannot even fix that damage. So Cole Steiner out early tonight already here on lap number 4 of the race.
Yeah, early on.
Hunter Beach holds the lead.
Yeah, Steiner, he had a good qualifying. I mean, he was up front with Parker there and for 5th, battling for 5th, 4th on that area, and just like that, your race can be over. So that's just how important, how quickly things can happen here at Darlington. You hit a wall, and you go from 4th to race is over, just like that.
Unfortunately for that 23 of Jose Ruiz, he did have heavy damage, but I think he might be okay. I don't think he broke any rear tires, but he's got pretty heavy damage. I'll have to take a look. Yeah, so I think Ruiz will be okay, but he's going to be towards the back already. Brett Bennett, Cole Steiner, and Jose Ruiz, 3 walking away with pretty heavy damage there. Jonathan Parker, I think he may have got a little damage from that, but he's okay. He came down, fixed it. He's going to start around 13th here, restart around 13th position here. But this time by, we'll be taking the green flag here on lap. We'll restart on lap number 8. We're going to take that hard left turn onto pit road once again. Hunter Beach and Michael Kruger on the front row, just like it was for the initial start. As we're going to slowly work our way down to the restart zone. We're back underway here from Darlington. Hunter Beach easily gets cleared of Michael Kruger very early on there. Happyack slots in line. There the slots in line easy. Maggio's going to slot in line right in front of Burns. So the top 5 already slotting in line. Take their time, just trying to settle in early on here.
Yeah, we only have about 12 laps to go to the stage 1 ends. But here comes Kruger with a good run on the inside. Peach now off of turn 4.
See if he can stay side by side. Peach, I think maybe tag the wall there off of turn 4, slowed him up a little bit. But he's side by side with Kruger. Let's see if he can hold the inside lane. Thinks better of it, not gassing up to the center. We've seen this bad things happen. We just saw something bad happen with trying to stay side by side there, but they're going to single follow it back out.
Yeah, Peach did a great job defending that top side. Just pinching down Kruger just enough where they didn't make contact, but he slowed him down on the middle to exit the corner.
And Cougar had a slot back in line behind him. But here comes Mark Kissweather looking to the inside of Kyle Taub, side by side into one. Kissweather backs out of it there and just gonna slot right behind him.
Yeah, this race is really just all about not making mistakes. The person who makes the least amount of mistakes is going to be a lot better than the person who makes a lot more mistakes, clearly. We saw that with Cole Snyder and Jonathan Parker, those two battling a little bit too hard early in this race. Cost them a lot of positions, and one of them was out of this race.
Yeah, but currently, so far, everyone's single file, just trying to settle in with 10 laps to go here in stage number 1. This Kissweather goes back to the bottom of Kyle Taub.
Yeah, these stages are going to go by really quick. 20 laps here at Darlington goes by like that. In the blink of an eye, pretty much, and we're already halfway there. And got to make up your positions. But here comes Meredith on Happyak. I believe Happyak might be outside wall for 4.
Meredith's going to slot back in line, though. No one really trying to take the inside going into turn 2. That's very tough. Narrows it up off the exit. And it's very easy to make contact. You don't want to risk that early on, as we saw that just a couple laps ago. And that could easily injure Knight. Kissweather still trying to find his way by under Trevor Burns. He finally got clear of Kyle Taub. Still side by side with Burns on the inside, though.
This one there clears. Oh, Burns in the wall there. Taub, they stay single fall off of 2. Taub can make a move here in turn 3. Not enough for a run, though. Kissweather, great move. Goes from 8th to 6th right there. Goes for a couple laps.
We'll see if we can chase down that the 51 of Steven Maggio there in 5th.
I think Burns got a bit loose off of 4.
Yeah, Burns and Taub side by side. Burns just going to slot behind Taub. Is actually Nathan Lamont trying to take that opportunity around Trevor Burns. And then Lamont's at the outside. And now Burns kind of getting freight trained on the outside lane here. And here comes the inside there.
Giovanni Klein.
To be side by side with Lamont. Right behind them, you have Josh Arnold right behind him. Josh Arnold trying to follow Klein on through, and he does. He clears Lamont. Lamont ended up losing a spot from that, trying to get by Burns there. This time that will be 5 laps to go here in stage number 1, as he's battling for the lead. It's starting to heat up a little bit.
Yeah, top 4 really have pulled away a little bit of gap between Maggio and Meredith right there. Here comes Kissweather. He's making some moves right here early on in his race.
Yeah, Kissweather making his way up. He's got that speed. He's up to 6th. Now looking for 5th. Gonna be side by side to the inside. Not really able to do anything there. It's kind of hard to hold. Kind of hard to pass on the bottom. See if he tries to get his nose to the outside of Maggio and trying to get his car on the right rear and just trying to go around the outside of Maggio here in 3 and 4. He's got a good run down the backstretch, but Maggio going to stay to the top and fend off the outside. So Kissweather's going to dive into the bottom, just pull alongside, not going to crowd him up there. It's going to leave him plenty of space off of turn 4. Maggio's still with the run, going to be able to clear.
Yeah, but Kissweather definitely showing speed early on in this race. He's definitely going to be the one to watch out for it later in this run. We're coming to the end of stage 1 here pretty soon.
And we'll see in the stage 1. We'll see who plays any tire strategies. Just see someone try and take 2, because stage 2 will only be about 20 laps once they go back green. So someone could easily hold out there for about 20 laps with 2 tires. So we'll see if anyone tries that at the end of the stage. But Kruger trying to close that gap down the Peach with 2 to go here in stage 1.
Yeah, looking at you guys' lap times, they're only about 3/10 slower. Actually, not even 3. 2/10 slower than their fastest lap time. So they have not fallen off lap time wise that much. So staying out could be a strategy call here also. Not a lot of fall off, so definitely could stay on these tires and maybe go another 20 laps and hold on to your jock position. White flag right now for stage number 1.
Yeah, we'll see down into turn number 1 and 2. Peach holding the leads, putting it right against the wall, planting it against the wall, and he's going to be able to pull away from Kruger as they pull away from Hapiak in third. Down to 3 and 4, Peach, no pressure out back. Just don't make your mistake here in 3 and 4, reaches the wall. And Hunter Peach off of turn 4. He won last week. So far, dominant tonight. He picks up stage number 1.
Hunter Peach starting off 2025, really dominant right now. Looking good so far.
Yeah, Hunter Peach very fast here tonight. He won last time at Charlotte before, and he defended his win. Last week at Charlotte. We'll see if he can pick up the win here at Darlington, as he does not actually have any categories to pack up as what we've got from. So Hunter Peach just trying to dominate tonight, just trying to get out in front again, as he's back from his suspension after last week. Came back and won. He's trying to come back again.
Yeah,
and go 2 for 2.
Sweep the Carolinas. I mean, we did go to Rockingham, but I believe he was suspended for that race. But still, the biggest racetracks in North Carolina, South Carolina, definitely Darlington and Charlotte. So, I guess sweep the major racetracks in the Carolinas, I would say.
Yeah, we'll see. Everyone's coming down pit road here. No one taking the opportunity to stay out. Never mind. There goes Nick Hapiak. Hapiak gonna stay out. Maggio stays out. Tobb stays out. As these guys, everyone else down here, gonna come down pit road.
I expect these guys to take
at least 2 tires, I assume.
I mean,
as we have 6 out there on the 7 drivers out on the racetrack staying out, as Jose Rue is actually going to be the lucky dog, so they use one of them.
Yeah, I would say they take 2 tires here. I mean, Darlington, you're not really loose. I mean, sometimes in the next gen you're kind of loose, but I feel like most of the time you're pretty tight in Darlington. So 2 tires should loosen this car up a little bit and make it drive a little bit better off of turn 2, in my opinion.
We'll see who takes 2 tires. Anyone takes 4. So everyone going to take at least 2 right side tires here. We'll see if Peach, if those left sides come up, and they do. So he's going to take 4 tires.
Actually, Kruger didn't take any tires, it looked like. From the looks of it, he just I don't believe his jack went up. It might have just missed it. But I don't think his jack went up. It might have, yeah, his jack never went up. So interesting.
That's a bug or not. If he just took no tires, that'd be an interesting call. At that point, why you not stay out?
I mean, also he sat in his box for a long time.
But he has a little bit of damage when he got the
wall. That could be it. He sat in his box for 11 seconds, and 20 laps of Darlington does not burn that much fuel that they sit in the box for 11 seconds to get fuel. Also, like you said, it could be an iRacing visual glitch or something like that.
Yeah, it's a possibility, but we'll see how that plays out. Maybe he just had 12 seconds of damage from tapping the wall, and it was going to be 12 seconds, and just kind of decided not to take tires and top it off and just fix the damage. But we are 1 to green here, so we're about to go back racing here for stage 2. So stage 2 will be about 21 laps here. So we'll see if these drivers on the old tires can hold up the guys on 4.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out. I mean, I think no tires is pretty much the right call here, in my opinion. Just the fact that we haven't seen any tire wear, lap time wise, in these last 20 laps. They went about 15, 16, 17 laps green or so after that first early caution. So, I mean, and with only about a 10th or 2 tire wear in the lap times, it's not that big of a difference to take 4 tires compared to staying out and getting that track position.
Yep, so we'll have to see. So these drivers staying out, trying to get that track position, but the pace goes off, going into the lookout curve. So we're on the way for stage number 2 here from Darlington. Tapiak on the loud pedal. He's going to easily clear for the race lead.
Yeah, great jump.
Jonathan Barker stays out there. He moves back up in the second after battling around that top 5 early on. He got a little bit of contact, so now he's back up to second, back to where he was. Jonathan Parker, see if he can chase down that 6 machine of Nick Hapiak. Right there's Michael Kruger, first driver on tires. Oh, a couple drivers in the wall there. Josh Arnold, I think, as well. Good chunk of drivers hit the wall there off of turn 4. They just cold tires caught a lot of people off guard there, but down the back straightaway, they're going to enter turn number 3. You see multiple different lanes. Everyone's kind of running the middle to the bottom, and then some drivers running the top. Everyone's single file out so far. Mark Kissweather making a big move to the inside there.
He's one of the drivers that took 4
just-
tires there. We know
Yeah,
how
just
quick
by
he
John
is.
Osborne
He's actually by
go.
Hunter Beach, who also took 4 tires there. So Kissweather's definitely. Oh, one car hit the wall hard. I think it's Todd.
Yeah, Jonathan Parker going for the race lead. Oh, on Nick Hapiak. He's going to go side by side, going down to the inside of turn number 3 and 4. Steven Maggio right behind him, waiting in the wings if something happens. So I think the 4 tires of Mark Kissweather will pay off. Trying to get by Kruger there just outside frame. Side by side for the lead still between
contact.
Hapiak and Parker. Oh, still in contact. We'll see if Hapiak just kind of slots
Oh,
in
he
line
hits the
here, but
wall.
he's getting out of the wall.
Same with Todd behind him.
As Parker's going to clear, Maggio's going to run though. Does he dive it into 3? He's not going to dive it in onto the inside of Parker. He's going to be able to clear Hapiak, maybe. No, Hapiak's going to stay out to the outside lane, trying to power around him, but it's not going to make it work. Maggio slots into 2nd there.
All sorts of chaos happening right now as here comes Kruger beside Nathan Lamont. And there goes Mark Kissweather right there on the outside. We'll take a peek around that Busch Light Peach car. Oh, crossover move there from Kissweather. What a move.
Yeah, great move from that 15 machine of Mark Kissweather to the bottom. See if he can hold the inside lane here and try and slot up in front of Kruger and pull a slider. He's going to be able to easily do it. Here comes Hunter Beach back to the bottom of Kruger now. Trying to take that spot back he lost on pit road.
I definitely think Kruger definitely did not take 4 tires there. He just does not seem as fast as those other guys that have fresher tires. That bottles up everyone behind them. They're 2x2 off of turn 2. Probably not the best place to be side by side. They single filed out down the back straightaway.
As Kissweather trying to shape up Nathan Lamont for 6th. All of that buffer of that 14 machine off of turn number 4 here. He looks to the inside, going to be side by side for 6th. They go down the front straightaway. Down to the turn 1, we'll see if Lamont just lets it go. He will. Lamont's going to slide in behind as he now has feet to his inside.
Kissweather is a man on the mission right now. He's making up positions lap after lap as hits the outside wall. From him, Donnie Kite also hits the outside walls, but he still has a good run in turn 3. Oh, to the outside. Wow, what a move.
Yeah, gonna plant around the outside, power around it. That's the move. There it is. Mark Kissweather. That's the way you got to get it done here at Darlington. He does it perfectly. We'll see if he takes the opportunity of that run and dives into the 1, but he's going to be a little bit passive. He's going to stay behind Kyle Taub there off at turn number 2. He's going to have a good run on top. We'll see if he dives into the bottom. He's going to try and move to the outside again.
He gets nose down
Push
in
to the
there.
bottom there.
Move him up the racetrack a little bit. Use that arrow right there and easily get around them. Man, Kissweather looks really, really good on these new tires. I thought the older tires would be a little bit pretty much even, but Kissweather is really quick right now. He's looking really strong for this stage win.
And Kissweather making a really good move so far there. To the outside in turn number 1 and 2. He's working on Nick Hapiak now. He hops to the bottom. We'll be side by side with Hapiak. Down in the turn 3, we'll see if Kissweather can make the move in 3 and 4, and he will make it easily. Pulls the slider on Hapiak. Mark Kissweather into 3rd on the 4 fresh tires. He's now shaping up those race leaders. He's going to try and focus on those top 2.
Yeah, from Hunter Peach, Donnie Kite, and Kyle Taub side by side. Peach no way to get around them right now. He's kind of just stuck in that 7th place position right now. Oh, contact!
Kite going to go way down on the inside. He's going to hold on to it. Good save from that 2 machine, but a little bit of contact with Kyle Taub off of turn 2.
Let's take a look at that one.
Wall.
Yeah, kind of saw he got on the wall.
He just got in the wall there in 3 and 4 as well, so.
This is off of turn 2. Taub just got tight. He's been tight a long time. Actually, yeah. He's been tight a lot tonight, and 9K is wrong place, wrong time, really. But here comes Kissweather, though.
Be able to save it. Yeah, Kissweather with a good run. I'll see if he backs it up, goes to the outside. Yes, he will. Gonna try and get his nose out there, but not gonna make it work. Hunter Peach clears Kyle Taub. now for the top 5 spot.
This field's really separated back out again here as they go down to turn number 1.
See Kissweather trying to work that inside lane in turn 1. Still slots in behind Maggio, trying to shape up for second. 10 to go here in stage 2. So currently at this pace, he'll easily get Jonathan Parker. These top 2 are going to be the hardest to get by.
Yeah, he might have used up his tires a little bit catching up to him, but he's looking really good. Easily just around the outside. No competition there, and he's easily around Maggio.
Perfect move from Mark Kissweather there. Textbook move around the outside here at Darlington. He's going to bridge that gap to Jonathan Parker now for the race lead. Great run off of turn number 2. Mark Kissweather going to look for the lead going down here in the 3.
I took one turn there, and he's already up to the back bumper. Jonathan Parker now to the outside lane. Can he make it work again? Back-to-back moves off of turn 4, and he's clear for the race lead.
No sweat from Kissweather there. He gets around, puts it, plants it to the outside lane. He gets around. Mark Kissweather to the point here from Darlington. Here with 8 laps to go here in stage number 2. As now he's going to try to build that gap and put Parker and Maggio way in the rear mirror there. As he tags the wall there off of turn 2.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, there's not really a good chance anyone else can really catch him. Peach is also on crusher tires. He might be able to catch up to these other drivers in 3rd and 2nd, but no way he's going to catch up to Kissweather unless Kissweather makes some pretty big mistakes here.
Kissweather dominant so far. In this stage 2, he's been making moves left and right. He kind of seen it there in stage 1, but even tires. But these new tires easily made that easy for him. And Mark Kissweather out in the lead on the 4 tires, and he capped Hunter Peach also at the tires, so also on new tires. So he's got through traffic very easy.
Yeah, I said earlier I didn't think the newer tires would be this much better, but it seems like after about 20 lap run there, the little cooling down the tires and heating back up really killed them.
Okay, got another heat cycle on the tires. I think if we got another quick yellow and got a heat cycle on those fresh tires, I think the older tires would have been a lot better compared to when they start.
Yeah,
but they
like,
never had a quick caution here and never got the heat cycle on these tires.
After about 20 laps, they really fall off. Right now, Peach is only about a 10th off of his fastest lap right now. He has about 20 laps on these tires. So I think the 20 lap window is when these tires really start to fall off big time, as we see everyone else is a lot slower than these guys on newer tires.
Yeah, these tires may start to even out here soon. Doesn't really make a difference for Kissweather. He's got way out in front, but we're also here 5 to go in stage number 2. Hunter Peach on the inside of Steven Maggio, able to make the move work. He's going to get it done on the bottom. Maybe that's what I think Peach was just trying to use the inside lane a little bit more, not really trying to overheat his tires. He was trying to get by on the bottom, but Kissweather just kind of plants it around the outside lane. He just kind of flew by everyone up there as everyone was on the bottom trying to save their tires.
You get around the inside of Parker there, and he's at Euler's clear him there. I don't think Parker won the challenge too hard there.
So we'll see if Hunter Peach can gain a 1.5 seconds in about 3 laps. I don't think so, but if Kissweather makes a mistake, he could be there. A 2-second gap for Mark Kissweather. He's been dominant so far here in the 2nd stage. And Hunter Peach, winner of stage number 1. He's going to look like he can pick up his P2 here in stage 2. So he's getting those stage points that he needs.
Yep, in 2nd right now. He's actually closing the gap on Kissweather right now, but 2 seconds and 2 laps. Asking for a lot right there. Pretty much impossible.
Yeah, I think Peach he'll happily settle for 2nd place stage points. I mean, he needs a lot of points really for that long suspension he had. So he's playing it perfectly so far. He's doing very good. He's up into 2nd. He's already has a stage 1. He's going to get a good amount of stage points here as well. Final lap here in stage number 2. Marcus Rose goes to the outside here in 1 and 2. Perfectly rips to get that outside wall. Oh, gets the wall off there, off of turn 2 there. Maybe pushing a little bit, maybe too much. Doesn't look like he's damaged, but down through 3 and 4. Mark Kissweather put the tires on it. He got through the field super quickly. He's going to be able to take the stage win. Mark Kisweather picks up stage number 2 here from Darlington tonight. And we'll have to settle in for the final stage of the night. As there's the stage yellow. As luckily you saw just out of the frame there, Brett Bennett was about to go a lap down. Luckily for Jose Ruiz, he did not go a lap down. So Jose Ruiz will get back to the lead lap after being in that first incident, because he had a lot of rear end damage. But that will be our second caution of the night, our third caution of the night. Second due to stage yellow.
Yeah, only one racing incident, which kind of surprised me a little bit. I mean, we almost had 2-3 incidents there that could have been yellows with Donnie Kite and I think it was Kyle Taub getting involved there and off of turn 2, and then there was another one. It was kind of sketchy there, but nothing too crazy. But Darlington, known for kind of the very narrow racetrack, harder to pass, and we've seen that so far tonight. But I guess with those newer tires, we saw how easy it was from the past, so that's really the big advantage right now. He's got great track position going into the final stage. I think everyone here is going to take 4 tires. They realize how important those 4 tires are, and how big an advantage it is to have those 4 tires on the race car.
Yeah, I think 4 tires is going to be the big play here. I mean, you got to take 4. You're not going to be really going anywhere. As Kisweather, that was a perfect strategy call by him, and then he's going to put him up front. He's going to have track position, what he needed early on. I think that's what he's struggling in that start of the race, just to have the track position hard to pass. But he got the new tires to get by everyone. Now he's going to be up front. I think Mark Kisweather is going to be a danger for the race win tonight.
Yeah, we saw how quick he was even in that first stage. Even when everyone having the same amount of tires, he was really quick at the end, so I think he could save his tires really well. Everyone taking 4, looks like. Actually, Peach might have took 2 there. No, actually, Peach did take 4. Kisweather just had a really bad pit stop. Everyone in front of him took 4 tires, but he goes on from 1st to 4th. Wow.
Yes, those stops from that 15 of Mark Kisweather.
Very interesting.
So he's going to work his way from 4th now, so that's going to be a little tough to do. We'll see if he can get by those 3 in front of him.
Yeah, I mean, you'd much rather start in 1st place than Darlington than 4th. I mean, that has to be devastating for Mark Kisweather. Working all the way to the lead, winning stage 2, pretty much horseshoe for starting 1st place in stage 3 and dropped down to 4th place just like that. I mean, that's terrible for him right now. It's not game over completely, but that just must really hurt that a lot, because I mean, you're in prime position. 1st place to Darlington is the place you want to be here in these restarts.
Yeah, so we'll see if he can hold on to it. I think we'll see if he can hold on to about 4th. I think he can still easily overcome that if he can save his tires really well and get by these other 3 in front of him. But still, we're going to restart here with 71 to go. So we're going to have a 1-stop race, I believe. 70% fuel. Typically, you can go about 75 laps here at Darlington, maybe 80, depending on if you're shifting or not. They should be able to make it on a 1-stop pretty easily.
Here, if we go green. 71 technically, but pretty much 70. So yeah, 1 pit stop most likely. I'm guessing lap 60, 55-ish, probably go.
He'll probably come in with about 35 to 40 to go, maybe about 30 to go.
Yeah, you want to split up
we'll
half
have
and
to
half.
see.
Definitely.
We'll have to see, but the pace car's off, and we're getting underway for the final stage of the night. Green flag's underway. We're back on the way here from green flag is out. We're back on the way here from Darlington. That's a horrible restart for the outside lane. That's going to actually slow down Kisweather. And that's going to put him side by side with Giovanni Klein for 5th. Pretty much 4th and 5th pretty much. But he's going to be easily able to clear off the turn 2.
Ooh, aggressive move. Kisweather almost got Maggio there.
Way in the back. Mike Campbell way around in the back there. Don't know if he hit the inside wall. He did not, so he's going to keep it green. But a big save for that 71 machine. Back up to the front, and Maggio all on the inside is Kisweather trying to hold the outside lane. Can he move?
He clears.
He does. He clears for 3rd.
Good move from Kisweather right there up to 3rd. He's got to set his sights now on Jonathan Parker.
As Hunter Peach, he's put the rocket ships on here on this first couple laps here so far. He's kind of got that couple 10th gap, couple car length gap over Jonathan Barker there in second. Everyone's single file out, trying to work their way in. So out of their way in here with 70 to go, now 69 to go. So a long way to go here in this race.
Yeah, especially at Darlington, you know, once the first 20 laps seem to go by so quick, but then after that, the next 20 are slower, and the next 20 are even slower. Just trying to hang on to the race car, not hit the wall. It's just so tight. But these first 20 laps go by so quick, and you're like, oh man, I may have so much positions, but when then you realize you killed your tires trying to gain that time, and those last 40 laps on these tires are going to be really difficult. Depending on how long they actually go on these tires, I'm guessing they're only going to go around 40 laps-ish if they want to split the stage in half.
Yeah, especially. You probably want to go a little bit longer here at Darlington, but also the undercut can work here knowing how hard it is to pass. So we'll see how, if you play strategy, we could see a big strategy. I mean, we saw it last week. You had the different overcut, undercut strategies. And it didn't work out for the overcut by the end of it, but it was going to be very tight there. I mean, honestly, if they weren't all battling towards the end there, probably would have been a little bit better for the undercut drivers. But meanwhile, Maggio and Klein touring each other there in the middle of 3 and 4 for fourth. As Klein slots in behind there, as Maggio still prevails on the outside lane.
They're now mostly single file throughout the field, so I think they kind of realize unless there's a caution, obviously, you probably got to make a green flag pit stop. So how hard will it be to get on the pit lane? Probably one of the hardest racetracks in real life and in iRacing to get on the pit lane during green flag pit stops.
That's actually very tough to get on the pit road here. It's very, very hard to kind of get it slowed down from the banking in 3. So typically, you see some drivers, they try to dive it off into 3 and just try to slow it down to the apron, but then it kind of gets really still carrying a lot of speed there on the apron. They end up missing pit road and almost hitting barrels. So we'll see if anyone does that. But it's very tough to get on pit road. So we'll see. That will definitely be something to tackle once you get there.
Same thing at Dover. Dover's pretty tough to get on the pit road. I don't think we saw many issues there. I think these drivers, I'm sure they practiced at least one green flag pit stop in practice. If not, then it's probably a pretty big mistake that they didn't. Almost halfway through this one.
A very quick race so far tonight. As that's how it typically is here at Darlington. They just click off left and right.
But these first few laps on this stage 3 seems a lot more spread out than the other stages. Not sure if it's I know because of stage 2 we had all that different tire strategy and whatnot. That's kind of what had all this drivers mixed up together. But stage 1 was a lot more compact. We kind of just see no one's really too close together.
Yeah, kind of all spread out just a little bit, staying a couple tenths away from each other. That kind of gives them a little buffer if someone makes a mistake. They won't be right behind them and kind of be caught in a crossfire. Well, a mistake as well, but also just the gap in the dirty air, how it plays the factor. The car really handles differently once you're in dirty air. It gets you really tighter, and also with a really tight setup already in a tight race car, typically it really trends towards the very tight here at Darlington. So that's probably what these drivers are starting to struggle with.
Yeah, I think also just trying to save tires here also is a big factor right now of how spread out these guys are right now. Just not want to push too hard. And kind of with the dirty air, like you said, you want to be a little further back so you don't get that dirty air, which burns up your tires a little bit more even too.
Yeah, gotta be careful. Don't want to burn up your tires. There's that time by. We're halfway through, 60 down, 60 to go here from Darlington. As Hunter Peach leads the way so far tonight. Won stage number 1, picked up second in stage number 2. So he's trying to sweep the rest here and pick up the race win. But Jonathan Parker keeping him honest here, kind of closing that gap down just a little bit compared to what we saw a couple laps ago.
Yeah, Parker hanging on right now. Looking pretty good so far. Not letting Peach get away, which is pretty much what you want to do. You just want to be there at the end. And if you're there at the end, you have a chance. And that's all you can really ask for here. Peach clips the outside wall a little bit there. Maybe had some sparks. Maybe an iRacing visual glitch. Sometimes that happens at here, especially here at Darlington. How close you are to the outside wall.
And something I'm kind of noticing between these two, Peach is running the top in 1 and 2, not really being kind of dominating a little bit, but Parker's running the bottom, wrapping the bottom perfectly. Typically it's a little better in your tires here at Darlington. So maybe that's what's kind of happening here. Parker just sitting on the bottom, rolling the bottom. He's trying to save his fronts a little bit more, and Peach is starting to struggle in those tire wear. As Parker's still just barely there. He's got to break kind of that dirty air bubble. It's kind of hard to hold on to it on the bottom.
Yeah, but
especially it's very tight on the bottom already, but you got to, in order to gain time, you got to kind of get around to the outside. So it's going to be hard to pass him if he gets to the back bumper of Hunter Peaches. He's only a couple tenths back. He's got a good run down the front straightaway here. Down to just about 2 car lengths.
Behind them, Maggio closing on Kissy Wonder, and Klein and Kruger also pretty close together right now. So double cars, 2 cars kind of tandeming together. Oh, so that Kruger is in the outside wall pretty hard off the 2.
Yeah, Screw's got to try to crawl back from pit road. He pitted and pitted for damage, didn't take any tires, and then he fell back to the guys behind him who did take tires. And now he's got to work his way from the back. He's back up here to 6, so he's still making a good recovery so far, but he's still got a long way to go if he wants to get back up to the race lead.
Yep, we'll see. And I mean, he's staying with them, but it's gonna be hard to pass. Ooh, Peach in the outside wall. He's stuck there. Here comes Parker now to the inside. That's a mistake Peach couldn't make, and now he gets overtaken by Parker there. He loses the race lead.
Yeah, big mistake from Peach there. He got into the wall and kind of got glued to it. That's kind of what happens sometimes here at Darlington, especially here in the next gen. And he's going to fall back to 2nd. We'll see if he can pick up anything. I was just about to say, he kind of pulled that gap away from Parker. Parker was a couple tenths back. But now Peach with the big mistake there, now kind of on the slower end compared to Parker. We'll see if Parker can pull away.
Yeah, Parker now has that clean air. Kisswiller behind him though. He was quick on the long run in stage 1. We'll see how he does here. These next 10-15 laps, kind of with the tires falling off. Right now, lap 20, tires about 5 tenths slower than they were at the beginning. But here comes Maggio also to the inside. As Klein really fell back from Kruger and Maggio. I mean, I don't know what happened exactly to Klein, but they were right behind Maggio. So something must have happened as Klein gets passed by Kruger right there. And Kruger should be able to clear Klein. Not yet, though. Still side by side.
So Nick Capiak right behind him there, trying to pounce on an attack if something happens.
Oh, contact!
Door banging through 1 and 2. Gets to the wall. Klein gets to the wall off a turn number 2.
Oh, they haul all of them to the wall.
There's Arnold way in the back into the wall there, too. So a lot of drivers starting to get very tight off of turn 2, and that seems the struggle point for most of these drivers. Now side by side here with Hapiak and Klein. It's a battle for 6th. Hapiak able to get the move done. And 1 is Klein's just going to let him go. It's now 20 laps into this run as we're really starting to see who saved their tires better compared to the rest of the field. We'll probably start to see pit stops at about 15 to 20 laps. Really about halfway in this run. We'll see if anyone tries it.
Here comes Kissler, the closing gap now on Peach.
Kessler really closing that gap down a couple tenths back. I think Peach is really starting to struggle with his right front tire. Got really tight, lost it, got into the wall in 3 and 4, and there he goes, gets to the wall for turn 2 again. He tagged the wall again off of turn 2, so I think Peach is really starting to struggle with that handling of that race car. As Kissweather, he's got really good pace. He's kind of closing that gap down to Jonathan Parker. We'll see if he can get compare his lap times this time. So Jonathan Parker at 29.585, and Kissweather having to get by Peach there as well, 29.418. So Mark Kissweather about a tenth faster than our race leader of Jonathan Parker. So Kissweather trying to hunt that leader down. He's down setting his sights with that 48 machine of Jonathan Parker.
You see Kissweather's been quicker in every single lap the past 3 laps. And I said it before, I'll say it again, Kissweather is probably the strongest long-run car we have seen all night long. Solid in stage 1, solid in stage 2. It's looking good in stage 3 right now. Right around that 20-25 lap mark is when he really turns it up.
Yeah, looking very good. Is closing the gap down now. It's about to a 3.5 tenths of a second there. He's ripping the wall in 3 and 4. That's what Peach is doing very early on. So he's got to be careful. Don't want to overheat your right front, running that too much, and then you'll start to stall out.
He has about 45 laps to go, so I'm expecting these drivers to pit maybe the next 15 laps, 10-15 laps or so. But Kissweather, he's looking for that race lead here shortly.
Yeah, he's right there. He's right there on him, but I mean, he is faster, about a tenth per lap. So in that sense, he'll get him this time by, but also it's very hard to pass. You catch him, but passing is a whole nother thing. Tags the wall there in the entry of 1 and 2. We'll see if Kissweather can set him off of turn number 2. That'll be down the back straightaway. So these guys start the battle. That could help Peach kind of close the gap back in. Peach is really starting to struggle with his right front, so he might try and dive it in early here. Trying to get undercut.
Yeah, that's
we'll see when Peach drives it in.
Him there. Undercut these 2 drivers ahead of him. I mean, Peach definitely his short run speed, probably the best in the field. Him and Parker definitely the first and second short run speed. But Kissweather unmatched as Peach is at the outside wall off the turn 2 there. So here comes Kissweather to the outside.
Yeah, good move. Kissweather, we've seen this happen in stage 2.
Oh,
he
Parker
was
got
playing
loose.
around the outside. He makes it work side by side for the lead. They go down to the first right in turn 1.
Will Parker give it up? Yeah, he just gives it up to him. He backs out a lot, actually. About 2 car lengths in between them now. As Parker going to follow Kissweather now. As Kissweather takes his lead back.
Yeah, Parker, I think he got an incident early on trying to hold him on the bottom. Didn't want to risk it again. He just let Kissweather by. But just try and keep Kissweather honest, not let him get too far out in front, and just trying to hold on until we get to the pit stops. That's Kissweather pulling away, is pulling away now out to about 4/10 of a second lead, almost about half a second now over Jonathan Parker as they pulled away from Hunter Peach. As also Steven Matthews really fall off from the back bumper of Hunter Peach. So Hunter Peach and Steven Maggio both struggling with a lot of tire wear.
Yeah, a lot of the field's really spread out right now. Pit stop's gonna be happening here soon, I had to guess, based off the field numbers we have. There's a pretty big pack actually in this middle pack. There's one car on the inside. I believe that's Zachary Meredith. We'll get to that one. Some battling right here.
Yeah, Meredith and top side by side.
Now Klein. There's a 3 wide.
3 wide off the corner. As Meredith just slot in blind.
Not something you want to do going into turn 1 at Darlington, going 3 wide. But now they go 2 by 2. Now single file back out in the middle. And then going down through turn 2. Kicked off the outside wall. As Klein got tight. Here comes Todd to the inside.
a side by side here. Top on the bottom. Meredith getting to the wall up top. He had a good kind of good speed there after getting to the wall. But now they're side by side, too deep.
Yeah, 2 by 2
We'll see if
right
these
now.
guys stay side by side here.
Oh, this could get
Be
sketchy
dangerous going down
here.
one.
Old tires also. It's top clips the apron.
A little bit. Gonna get tight. Gonna get into Klein a little bit there. Gonna stay side by side here through one.
Oh, it's gonna get tight. It's gonna
turn
get
two.
tight. Man,
Klein barely getting to the wall, but big save there. Almost ended in disaster, but they're not gonna be side by side through 3 and 4. We'll see if Klein can power around the outside like we saw Kissweather do.
he clears them crossover.
On the bottom.
No.
Try the
Oh,
crossover.
I
Doesn't
thought he
have
was-
enough of a run.
That was gonna do it there, but it's not enough. What a
Nice
battle
little
we're having here.
John Osborne now to the inside of Zachary Meredith. As off to turn number 2. Contact deals Chapel hard on the inside wall there, maybe. No, he's going to keep it off the inside wall. Great save for that 99 machine.
As here goes
Got a little
Peach
bit of
now. Parker.
contact.
Parker's slowing down big time right now. Something, I don't know what's wrong with the 48 machine, but he's slowed down quite a bit. He's lost about a second and a half to Kissenweather. I mean, Kissenweather was quicker, but I don't believe he was that much quicker. Right now, Kissenweather doing great. There's a lot of drivers on pit right now. Javon Klein, Josh Arnold.
Chamber Burns as well. So I think I was just about to mention that we're about halfway through the run here from where we got the restart. So this is perfectly splitting it right in half. So I think these guys, if they're definitely struggling with tires, I think this is what you have to do now. I think if you're Parker or Peach, you kind of got to come in and try and jump Kissenweather if you can.
Kissenweather wants to stay as long as he can. As soon as he sees those drivers behind him come in, he comes in the next lap. That's what I would do if I was Hunter Peach right now, or Mark Kissenweather, excuse me.
As I heard on the radio there with Steven Maggio, he's going to come down pit road this time by. Now, he was a little bit farther back compared to Peach and Parker, but if he has enough laps on the undercut there, you could hop out in front and jump Kissenweather. As Donnie Kite's going to also follow him as well, so we'll see if anyone gets any penalties as well. Everyone clean and green so far on pit road. No one making any major pit road mistakes yet, but Steven Maggio down pit roads, pitting for 4th. He could be one we got to look out for, but Peach and Parker, as Peach is actually pulling away from Parker. Parker's starting to struggle on these old tires now.
Yeah, big time. Parker's really struggling right now.
I just have to see where Maggio cycles out compared to Mark Kissenweather. He was about 4 seconds back. We'll see if he opts down, but Brett Bennett, he's looking like he's going to come up right there. I guess he should stay on the top. I think Hunter Peach, he's probably going to come down soon. Jonathan Parker might as well. These two are really starting to struggle. They might want to come down here very soon.
Yeah, especially Parker. He's really falling back big time right now. I mean, I'm guessing he's maybe just hoping for a caution, which could happen, but not likely, I'm guessing.
So for Mark Kissenweather, he's about a lap and a half ahead of Steven Maggio. So Steven Maggio, a lap and a half ahead, a lap and a half behind Mark Kissenweather. After that pit stop, he pitted about 4 seconds behind. So if you gain 4 seconds, you should hop in front of Kissenweather. So we'll see Kissenweather, if he stays out for about five, maybe 6 more laps, he could lose the spot to Maggio. So Maggio probably wants to save his tires a little bit, so he has something to fight for when they catch him. Well, inevitably catch him on the overcut.
Yeah, if they do, I mean, you guys have staying a lot longer than I would. They've been out for 42 laps. There's 32 laps to go. So we'll see how that plays out for these drivers, but I mean, right now, I would be probably beating this time by if I was them.
And Mark Kissenweather, he's going to left by Josh Arnold now. So Josh Arnold just unlapping himself, as Arnold was actually really far back. He just got himself 1 lap down. But I think for as well, Brett Bennett, he's in front of Steven Maggio. So Brett Bennett actually, I think, will cycle to the lead once these pit stops happen. I'm not actually no. I think
actually, no, he has not pitted. He has
a lap
not
down
pitted.
on speed. So yeah, Brett Bennett.
Oh, so here comes Kruger and Osborne down pit lane.
So those guys are about 9 seconds back from our race leader. We'll see where they cycle out.
Will they pit this time?
A long
no.
way to go.
Kissenweather stays out. Peach stays out, and Parker coming in this time. But oh, he's really quick. Did he get slowed down in
I
time?
think he makes it. I think he makes it. Yeah, Mark. He made it safely on the pit road there. No speeding penalties. So we'll see where Parker can slot in, if he can jump Mark Kisselweather. But more importantly, we got to watch where Steven Maggio cycles out compared to Parker, because he could jump in front of Parker and then could slow him down. But here comes Kisselweather and Peach.
Oh, Peach really overshoots it quite a bit compared to Kisselweather.
That's something I noticed there. I think Kisselweather and Peach, they entered like the safe way down on the bottom and entering turn 3. Don't want to push it too much. Parker, he got down from the banking in 3. So Parker could have a really fast entry here that could gain him about a second, maybe a second and a half.
Parker took 2. Two tires
Parker taking 2 tires as well there too. That could be big. Yeah, Steven Maggio is off of turn number 2 though.
Maggio also took 2. He had 9.9 second pit stop.
So 2-tire call. This could work out with 28 to go. And Steven Maggio is actually in 3 and 4 right now.
We'll see what Kisselweather and Peach do here. Kisselweather taking 4. Peach, what will he do? He is taking 4 too.
Maggio's into turn 1 already, so Maggio's already off of turn number 2 and down the back straightaway. Kisselweather just getting on pit road.
Parker passing
Parker as well, so we can see a different strategy calls here. We saw a couple drivers take 2 last week. It didn't end up working out for the long run, but here at Darlington, kind of tough for the pass compared to Charlotte. This could definitely play a big factor.
Yeah, late race caution also.
So Steven Maggio going to be our provisional race leader and net leader once everyone pits. Brett Bennett on the lead lap, he just passed him there. But Brett Bennett has yet to pit. As Kyle Todd, our race leader, he comes down pit road. Now he's got Dylan Chappell, Nathan Lemon, and Jose Ruiz yet to come down pit road. As this battle for the lead, this is the battle for the current race lead, but they won't be the race leader once they have the pits. Dylan Chappell goes to the bottom. He's going to easily clear Jose Ruiz for the interim race lead. As so far, Hunter Peach trying to chase down Donnie Kite. So actually, Donnie Kite jumped in front of Hunter Peach.
Yeah, he took
That's
4.
kind of a big move there too. So
Mark
Kisselweather
also jumped too. Happy
Yeah.
from Kisselweather.
Yeah, Mark Kisselweather is right behind Happyack. We'll see if he can get back in front of him. Maggio's about 10 seconds up the road from Mark Kisselweather, so that actually might be a little bit too much to ask. I don't know if the 4 tires are going to hold off the 2, but Kisselweather really struggling to get by Happyack right now.
Is Happyack gonna let him by here? Actually, seems like it.
We'll have to keep an eye on that battle between Steven Maggio and Mark Kisselweather. What will the gap be? Jonathan Parker also on 2 tires. He's gonna have he's gonna be faster than Steven Maggio as well, but he's gonna have he's about 5 seconds back. So we'll see. That time by, actually Parker was slower than Maggio, so Maggio might be in a good spot here.
Yeah, he's looking really good right now. Maggio's running pretty much the same lap times as guys on 4 fresh tires. We'll see how it is in about. We've seen about an hour and 20 laps on these tires. That's when the fall off really happens, big time. So we'll see that something happens there.
So they're paying that last time by Maggio at 29.066, Parker at 29.983, Kisselweather at 28.814. So the gap is closing down. I think the tires finally getting up the temperature for these drivers. So they're going to close it down. Still a long way to go for Kisselweather, but we'll have to get that gap between those two soon. Jose Rose and Nathan Leon still out there on the racetrack. Yet to pit as Dylan Chappell just come down pit road. So you can get a gap between Dylan Chappell, Jonathan Parker and Mark Kisselweather, and also Steven Maggio as well. 4 seconds is about 4 seconds is the gap between Steven Maggio and Jonathan Parker. As Steven Maggio, he'll move up to second now as Jose Ruiz comes down pit road. Nathan Lemon pretty much banking on a caution at this point.
Yeah, right now,
hoping he gets one here as he's actually going to lose the lead.
Right now on our timing screen is the interval between each driver, so between each other, Maggio gets around Lemon right there. Maggio, we're looking at him live. He's about 2 seconds ahead of Lamont. Lamont's pitting right now, so everyone has pitted. So this will cycle out, and we'll see exactly the timing. With about 28 laps to go for everyone. So
That time by, Parker was about 0.2 faster, 3.7 seconds behind. Mark Kissenweather, 6.7, 2.10, probably about 10th and a half faster than Maggio. So we'll see where Mark Kissenweather, if he can close that gap down. There's the gap between first and second, about 0.2 faster for Parker per lap on Steven Maggio.
Yep, and slowly closing the gap here.
20 to go, still a long way left. At this point, if you're Maggio, you just gotta try and hold on. Actually pulled the gap there off of turn 2. I think Parker maybe made a mistake.
Yeah, Parker just seems to gain about 0.2 a lap here. He'll be there at the end. But we'll have to see. He didn't gain too much that time by as Peach gets around Happy-Ack. So Peach is still behind Kissenweather. We'll see what the gap is between Parker and Kissenweather. See how much quicker Kissenweather is. He's really quick right now between him and Parker. But will he have enough time to catch up to Maggio? We'll have to do some math here real quick. He has to gain about 0.3 a lap on Maggio if he wants a chance at this win. That's for Mark Kissenweather. He's about 5.5 seconds back.
I think he can do it. He's about 2.5 tenths faster than Parker, and Parker's about 1.5 tenths faster than Maggio. So that's definitely possible for Mark Kissenweather. The problem is he has to get through Parker first, and Parker definitely won't make it easy on that 15 machine.
Yeah, I think the best hope for Kissenweather is if Parker catches up to Maggio first.
Yeah, that will definitely be a big help for Kissenweather, because if these two start battling, he'll be able to gain even more time. That's kind of what we saw last week. And also, keep in mind, Peach was also behind all these drivers last week that were battling with their own strategies. So if these guys start battling, Peach could do a repeat of what he did last week and come out of nowhere and steal the race win away.
Yeah, coming to 15 laps to go this time by. This is going to get interesting here.
It's looking like to be a repeat of last week at Charlotte. Jonathan Parker, that time by. Let's see the gap between, about 0.2 faster than our race leader, Steven Maggio. Maggio really starting to struggle in the 2 tires now.
Yeah, this is right around the cutoff for 20 laps on these tires. And they really degrade and go downhill from here. We've seen it multiple times tonight, and it's going to repeat itself right here with 15 laps to go, coming to 14.
So ideally for Maggio, Kissenweather catches Parker first, and they start battling. He can kind of hold off for a couple more laps. Ideally for Kissenweather, Parker catches Maggio first, and they battle, and he can gain them quicker. But also, if Kissenweather can just get by Parker really quickly, that would also be ideal for him as well. But the gap kind of about even between about 2.2 seconds between both these drivers, probably down to about 2 seconds now is the gap. 1.7 between our race leader and Jonathan Parker. Is Maggio really starting to struggle there? He almost got the wall off of turn 4.
Yeah, now down under 2 seconds. Parker gained big time that time, almost half a second between him and Maggio. And this is playing right into Kissenweather's hands. This is exactly what he wants, and he's looking really good right now, in my opinion.
Just keep an eye on Hunter Peach's lap times as well. He's a couple hundredths faster than Kissenweather. But if Kissenweather starts to get held up in a little bit of battle with Parker and Maggio, Peach can close that 2-second gap down in a hurry. And that's what we saw last week at Charlotte. So just don't count Peach out yet. It's definitely possible for Peach to steal this race win if these guys start battling.
Yeah, definitely
as
possible.
Parker's still holding on compared to Kissenweather. There's still about 2-second gap between those two. Well, Maggio getting the wall for turn 4 there. That's going to cost them even more time. 11 to go here from Darlington. Parker down to a second gap to our race leader, Steven Maggio. Let's see how long it takes for him to get by. Parker needs to get by Maggio very quickly if he still wants a chance to steal this race win. 10 to go now. Maggio still in the lead. They're 1 and 2, maybe getting a little bit of wall tap up. Parker is there. 2 car lengths, maybe 3. Down in the turn 3 with 10 to go here from Darlington. Parker's got a good opportunity. Gonna go down to the bottom in 3 and 4. Gonna be side by side off of turn 4. Jonathan Parker for the lead.
There
And he's going to be able to get it done. Parker clears the lead on Maggio very quickly. That's going to help his race more.
Kissel still is really quick right now. 9 laps to go. He's within 1.2 seconds there. He still has plenty of time, and he has the tires to do so. This is also the fall-off area. We saw Maggio with those 2 tires. Will Parker get the same fate here?
We'll have to see the gaps now this time by. It's about a second, 1.4 seconds between Parker and Kissweather there. Kissweather lost a 10th overall to the race lead that time by. Kissweather getting to the wall there in 1 and 2. He's got to try and close that gap down. He's going to be in the dirty of Steven Maggio now. Last time by, Parker was actually half a tenth faster than Kissweather. Kissweather has to get by Maggio quick if he wants to have a chance at this win. So look to the inside, going to be side by side, 7 to go here from Darlington. Kissweather to the bottom of Maggio for second. He's going to go down to the turn 1, going to try and pull a slider. Gets it done easily.
These are the 2 even.
Now,
ooh, this is going to be good.
He sets his sights on Jonathan Parker. That time by Kissweather faster, but the lap before he was a little bit slower.
Pretty much evens out.
1.4 is the gap.
Needs about 2/10 a lap here, and he does have the pace to do so. But how hard will he push, and will he push himself to a mistake here? Here we go. 6 to go. Lost about 2/10 getting around Maggio there.
And Kissweather starting to push a little bit too much. I see him get into the wall in 1 and 2 a little bit. He's got to close that gap down to 1.4. Gap not really closing. Nice the run. Closes the gap down a little bit as he got the run off of turn 2 there. He managed it through 3 and 4 here. Close the gap down some more.
He didn't close it. He actually, Parker opened it up a little bit here. Wow.
So the clean air for Jonathan Parker on the 2 tires playing into his favors. Kissweather starting to think overheating his right front a little bit. And I think this is going to work out for Jonathan Parker as he's pulling away.
What a strategy move if this works out. 5 to go. The one thing Parker does not want to see is that yellow light and Barney waving that yellow flag.
Definitely a cautionable throw. This throw a wrench into every plan for both of these drivers. 1.5 seconds. Kissweather slow, faster, barely there that time.
Barely nothing, not enough to do anything there. With 4 to go, it's not 300ths of a second. It's not going to do anything.
We'll see if Parker makes a big mistake. He's allowed Kissweather to close the gap in again. But Kissweather will have to keep an eye on that lap time again, this time by. But 3 to go, it's not going to be enough for Kissweather. He's going to have to hope for a big mistake from Jonathan Parker.
Yeah, it's still around 1.5 seconds right now. Parker is just smooth sailing right now. Doesn't look like he's making any mistakes. He's pretty much in cruise control right now with 3 to go here in the Lady in Black.
Yeah, he can still back it. He can still back it up and still be our race winner. If he just gotta be careful. Don't hit the wall. Don't make any stupid mistakes. Just keep it clean. 2 to go here from Darlington. Now he just has to get back to the white flag. So the gap staying the same between Jonathan Parker and Mark Kissweather. Kissweather really needed Parker to battle with Maggio, but it didn't happen. Now Kissweather overheating his tires and just can't close the gap down. Off of turn 4, white flag. 1 lap to go here for Jonathan Parker. He had an incident early on off of turn number 1 and 2. It sent him towards the back, had a little bit of damage. He repaired, and he had to work his way through the field. He played his strategy perfect as well. He was a little bit farther back off of Mark Kissweather at the end of stage 2. And he plays the perfect strategy with 2 tire call and a lap undercut off of turn 4. Jonathan Parker across the line. He's going to win here tonight at Darlington, and he tames the 2 tough to tame. Jonathan Parker, what a win. Perfectly playing the strategy. And he tames the track. Too tough to tame. The lady in black. All the names. He's going to win here at Darlington. What a finish for that 48 machine.
Who would have thought Jonathan Parker would have been in victory lane after that lap 4 incident with Cole Snyder, which took out Cole Snyder from this race. And Parker fires his way back up to the front and wins it here tonight. Wow. What a strategy call there from the 48 machine.
He perfectly made it work, and now he's going to burn it down here at Darlington after he does a little bit of... goes in the backwards a little bit. He'll burn down on the banking in turn 1. As actually going to do his backwards victory lap here at Darlington. Great win for that 48 machine. The Jonathan Parker picks up another win on the season. And only 3 cautions tonight. Only had the 2 stage cautions, and that incident that he got into on lap 4 with Cole Snyder, that was the only cause of incident, only caution caused by an incident tonight. So very clean race here from Darlington tonight. A very quick one as well, only just over an hour as well. Jonathan Parker celebrates doing his Polish victory lap. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our top 3 interviews here from Darlington. Welcome back here to Darlington, South Carolina. The Darlington Raceway just wrapped up the NJB Designs Darlington 164. Let's take a look at our results for tonight's race. As we saw Jonathan Parker pick up the win after a perfectly strategy call. Late, took 2 tires under the green, held up Marcus Weather about a second and a half. Marcus Weather picks up second. Steven Maggio picks up third. Hunter Peach rounds out P4 after a win last week. And Nick Kapiak rounds out our top 5. Donnie Kite will finish 6th. Michael Kruger will finish 7th. John Osborne 8th. Traver Burns 9th. And Zach Meredith rounds out our top 10 tonight. Finishing 11th is the Fire Machine of Giovanni Klein. Kyle Taub finishing 12th. Josh Arnold, our last driver on the lead lap, finishing 13th. Dylan Trapp will finish 14th. Jose Ruiz will finish 15th. Justin Quimby 16th. Nathan Lehman will finish 17th. Brett Bennett 18th. And Mike Campbell will finish 19th. And Cole Steiner will round out our 20-car field for tonight after the early incident. It's our 20. So Cole Steiner finishes our 20-car field tonight. So overall, a very exciting race. We'll ask. We'll bring in our race winner of Jonathan Parker. We'll bring in our winner, Jonathan Parker. Jonathan Parker picks up the race win. It's a perfectly strategy call there late with the 2 tires. What was your strategy call there, and what was the difference between 2 and 4 tires there at the end of it?
Yeah, and partially part of the reason I did it was because of handling, because this thing with the fuel oil where we have it, it just builds too tight on the nose. So I knew taking 2 tires usually at tighter tracks will loosen you up, and that on top of kind of managing, because I knew Steven had pit a few laps before, so I had to balance not letting Steven get too far out in front and not pitting too soon before Mark and Hunter did. And they took 4 and I took 2 there, and I was able to just conserve at the beginning part of the run so I could kind of track down Steven. And I think Steven started struggling when I got to him, and thankfully it was a lot easier than last week. And after that, I was just kind of counting down laps, doing math how much time I could lose per lap, because I knew Mark was good on those long runs. But I think the car was loosened up just enough to where I was just kind of in cruise control.
Yeah, and you also had to work your way back from the back of the field after being an early incident there with Snyder early on lap 4. So how tough was it to pass tonight and get through the field tonight as well?
Yeah, it was pretty tough. My plan actually wasn't even to stay out and just steal track position that way. I thought I was going to get eaten up. I was thinking, well, I might as well save a tire set. I'm kind of already back there. So I was like, might as well stay out. But it worked out in terms of me being able to stay in the top 3. And when I did that, I knew I had a really good chance if went green that whole last stage. And it got away from me a little bit, before that final pit stop. Those guys, they had a little extra gear on that 10 15 laps before we pit. And I kind of found a little bit of what the problem was once they got out ahead of me. But yeah, the 2 tires was really what I needed there. And thankfully when I stayed out, I was able to keep all that track position.
Yep, still able to walk away with the race win. That perfectly strategy call. Before we send it off on the way, any sponsor to thank for tonight's race win?
I think I'd like to thank NJB Designs. He did make this paint scheme. If I knew it was NJB Designs race before I loaded in, I would have been in the Cobalt car. But nonetheless, thank you. You made the Cobalt car, and he's sponsoring Jaden throughout this season. And I'd like to thank Lowe's Cobalt Tools, Coca-Cola Company, Meliella, Chad on top of the pit box, Earl on the spotter stand, and I'd like to thank Christian Pacheco.
All right, once again, congrats on the race win. We'll see you for the regular season finale next week at Daytona.
Thank you.
So that was our race winner of Jonathan Parker. We'll bring in our second place finisher here of Mark Kissenweather. Played a good strategy there. Took 4 tires like the normal strategy would, but just came up a little bit short. What do you think you could have done differently that final run to maybe chase down Parker and steal the race win away?
Thinking about this race like all day, because I had this race circled on my calendar since the schedule came out. I just needed to pit before Jonathan did, and I think I would have won. That's literally all I had to do. And he got the jump on me, and I lost. I knew it. I thought about it all day. And it happened. So I'm just so bummed to finish second again. I just want to win so bad in this series.
That's still a very, very solid finish for you tonight. And I mean, next week you got Daytona. You can try and go out there and get that done. But also another thing tonight, tire was a very big importance, and you seem to master it in the first part of that run. You're able to get through the field. You also took 4 fresh tires at the end of stage 1. A lot of people stayed out. You're able to work your way through the field easily there. Another tire wear handled tonight. How tough was it out there tonight with the tire wear?
I definitely burnt my right front up throughout the race. So if you got to be able to drive it off the right rear more, you would have been able to find some speed as the run goes on. Like right before I pitted, I plowed the wall coming out of 2 just because I burnt my right front up so bad. So it definitely was an issue as the run goes on, especially at the last stage.
And you're still able to hold on to second place finish. Over tires maybe a little bit there, a little bit too much. You're still able to close that gap down close enough, but you're still able to hold on to second. But before you send you off on your way, any shots with Hank for tonight's second place finish?
Yeah, just NAOR for having me, invite me to the league. I have a blast every time we race. It's so fun. Everybody's like so close skill wise. It's close, hard racing. And yeah, just NAOR. It's like it's on my car.
Yeah, once again, congrats on your second place finish. We'll see you next week at Daytona.
Thank you.
So that was our second place finisher of Mark Kisselweather. We'll bring in our third place finisher of Steven Maggio. Able to play a perfect strategy, get a big undercut there, took 2 tires. Almost worked out for you there. Got caught with about 8 to 10 to go. You stay able to hold on to third there. How tough it's out there tonight, especially with the dirty air, because you're hanging around the back right behind Parker, Peach, and Kisselweather all night long. How tough was out there tonight with the dirty air?
Yeah, I was just really tight. I struggled a lot in the dirty air, and my right front was really paying the price for it. I just couldn't. I could go 30 laps where I felt really comfortable, and then I'd get the last maybe 25 laps, and then I get to the last 10, and I was just like really plowing. And I figured I'm gonna try to take 2 tires because they work pretty good in the next gen, and I needed to be freed up anyway. So I tried that, and I think that was the best strategy. I split it right in half. I did 35 and 35. And I ended the race a lot closer to the leader than when we started our pit stop. I was 4 seconds behind Mark when I made my pit stop, and I think I only finished around 2.5 seconds behind JP. So the strategy worked. I just didn't have the speed tonight. Darlington's not one of my best tracks, and I think I learned a little bit that I can move forward with. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the performance, and I was able to jump Hunter at least, so I got third and got me this interview, which is fun.
Yeah, especially and you're able to still hold on to third. And but what was your thought process with that strategy? Or taking 2 tires at the end of there, just trying to maybe get a better handling, try and get out there and get that track position. Because I know that was pretty important tonight as well.
Yeah, I was just honestly trying to split the run in half. So that's what my lap was off of. It wasn't even really based off of what everyone else was doing, whether they had pit before me or after. I was pitting on lap 85 no matter what. But then it did help because I was in clean air after that, and like I said, the 2 tires freed me up. But I didn't have anything once they got me. Like last week, I was able to battle too hard. I battled too hard and ended up costing both myself and JP the win. But there was no battle tonight. They both blew by me. But like I said, happy to get third and hold off Hunter. So that was pretty much the game plan, was pit on 35, whether they didn't or not.
Yeah, still a very solid run for you tonight. And before you send it off on the way, instructions for Hank for tonight's third place run.
Yeah, I'll just thank Josh Arnold for hosting and letting me race part-time, and you for the broadcast, and JP for getting me in the league. He stuck his neck out for me and helped me get in here. And Liam Brotherton made my paint scheme tonight. I hope it was showing up correctly as the Affleck car. Or no, the Aris car, sorry. Yeah, he made my paint scheme, so big thanks to him, and that's about it.
Yeah, once again, congrats on your third place finish. We'll see you next week at Daytona.
Thank you. Have a good one.
So our third place finisher of Steven Maggio, able to pick up a third place finish with a great strategy call there to give him a little bit more track position, stay able to hold on to third. But overall, it was a very fun race tonight. We saw pretty much a repeat of last week there with the tire strategies, but just a little bit less battling, really tough to pass here, and tires where it just mattered a little bit more. And Jonathan Parker was able to get it done. But what's your final thoughts on tonight, Sally?
It was just a great race overall, great strategy. The racing stuff, was pretty good, but typical for Darlington. I think saw some great moves here and there. We also saw some great mid-pack battle. I think this race really had all of it. I mean, strategy, tire strategy, battling for the lead. We didn't really know who was going to win until really like 3 to go, pretty much.
Yeah, Jonathan Parker played it off perfectly, timed his move perfectly, timed everything perfectly, able to play his perfect strategy. We'll see how everyone can do that next week at Daytona, so that will definitely be a fun one to watch next week at Daytona. We'll be back at the same time, 9:15 Eastern time, but also we coming up here on the channel. We got Bolt Racing League Grand National Series. They'll be going to Slinger tomorrow night. We'll also have the Stampede Racing League. We'll have them on Sunday night. They'll be going to Rockingham. And also Tuesday night, Thunder will be back at Daytona. They'll also have the Superstar Art Cup. They'll be going to Dover as well. And then we'll have the regular season finale for NAOR Cup Series next Friday at Daytona. So overall, very good amount of fun tracks and fun races. Good races we'll see coming up here on the channel. But so it was a very fun race tonight once again. But so long here from Darlington. I'm Aaron Battle, joined alongside my producer and co-commentator of Talent Drake tonight. So long here from Darlington. We'll see you next time here on the Legends Racing Network.